All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome in. So, look, we have some breaking NFL news here. Really crazy stuff coming out of Houston, and I'm actually sitting here right now, making a video on a pretty controversial topic regarding the New York Jets. And I don't want to give the gist of the video away, even though I probably will with this. But it's one of those things where half the Jets fan base wants something, and then the other half of the fan base wants the complete opposite. So that should be up later tonight or maybe tomorrow. We'll see. But I glanced at my phone literally less than 10 seconds ago. The Houston Texans fire general manager / head coach Bill O'Brien, right? And I got to be honest with you, I really liked Bill O'Brien at Penn State. I loved his attention to detail when it came to the quarterback position. I loved his intensity that he brought to the game. And I thought when Houston hired him, I'm like, you know what, that's a solid hire. It kind of came out of nowhere, but what Bill O'Brien did, what the situation that he stepped into at Penn State was, a complete mess, right? And he went to that school, to that team, and turned the narrative like in one season. It was nuts. It was crazy. So, everybody's thinking, okay, he's going to come to Houston. He's going to try to build this, I don't want to say a dynasty, but this winning culture, a culture similar to the New England Patriots, right? Because he comes from the Patriot coaching staff, and everything was going to be all well and good. Well, even though he had some success, right, with making the playoffs, with winning the division, winning a couple games in the playoffs, Bill O'Brien is not some crap head coach. He's really not. But this 2020 Houston Texans team has been everything has gone wrong for him, right? And when Bill O'Brien somehow got promoted or just got the title of general manager, right, where he's all of a sudden just single-handedly running this franchise, there were some questionable decisions that were made, right? I mean, with trading DeAndre Hopkins away, he's obviously doing his thing in Arizona, acquiring David Johnson and not really utilizing his abilities, to, blowing leads, to being winless. And granted, the Texans have had a pretty tough schedule, but yesterday, 4th and goal, you gotta convert there. You gotta convert if you're Houston there. 0-4 in the season. They just lost to the, at the time, 0-3 Vikings. Deshaun Watson still, they really can't get the offensive line figured out, even though I like a couple pieces on the O-line. Deshaun Watson holds on to the football for way too long, tries to be the hero on every play. Houston definitely needs a change. They need somebody to come in and right the ship, figure out what's going on with this organization, have a plan in place, have a blueprint, and move forward. Now, it will be interesting, right? Not only who the Texans will be targeting, because there's a couple of guys out there, the Eric Bieniemys of the world, who I think will be a solid fit for Houston. You have guys like Robert Saleh. You have guys like Mike LaFleur. There's some guys out there, all right? I know everybody, Arthur Smith's another really popular guy that everybody's talking about as well. You have some under the radar guys as well, like, Matt Eberflus, possibly the defensive coordinator from Indianapolis. He could pivot. He knows the division really well. He could come into Houston and, possibly turn it around. We'll see what happens there. But it begs the question, when are other teams going to make the move? If Houston won a playoff game last year, the Jets were horrible. The Detroit Lions were horrible. Atlanta Falcons, disappointed. When are those three teams going to make their move? Because it's going to happen. Dan Quinn will not be back with the Falcons. Matt Patricia probably won't be back with the Lions. And then Adam Gase definitely will not be back with the New York Jets. This season has been a complete and utter embarrassment. So we'll see what happens. But Bill O'Brien's fired. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, go Jets.